Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye and this is my world. Okay, today's topic is the power of the feminine energy. The power of the feminine energy. Okay, before we get started, I want to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all of the new viewers. Welcome to all of the new subscribers. And welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. Now, those of you who are new to the channel, I will answer your relationship questions. And at the end of this video, I'll show you a link where you can send in your questions. Okay? And I will either answer them over the air or I'll answer them privately through the email. And those of you who are interested in these caps, they are now available in my online store. So go to the description, go to the bottom, and you'll see a link that says online store. Just click on that link, and there you are. Okay? All right, let's jump into this message today. The power of the feminine energy. See, in this dimension, there are two energies, masculine and feminine. Okay? All right. For some reason, what's going on today, it looks like the masculine energy is being attacked. And the feminine, and a lot of men are embracing the feminine energy. Why? I think it's a spiritual thing. But we're going to talk about the feminine, the power that you have. Now this power is not on the outside. It's not your appearance. This power is inside of you. It's the light. It is your strength. It is your intuition is your power. It's your guide. And I want you to understand this. All right? I did pull a little video, and here, let's look at this video, and then we're going to talk about it, and we're going to read some letters, okay? All right, here we go. Let's see what he has to say.
I really believe that a woman's true power and value is in her intuition, her wisdom, her womb, her ability to create. And when I think of a woman in her divine feminine, I think of a being that is so powerful that she could literally just sit there on her throne and just attract anything that she wants just sheerly with her energy and her inner power. I think if you go back thousands of years, that's how women were. And then men decided they're too powerful. So let's, number one, make them compete with each other. Number two, let's make them forget how powerful they are. Let's not value them for what's inside. Let's value them for what's outside. And now today you have society the way it is.
Okay, ladies, did you understand about the energy that you were naturally born with? Is so powerful. You can create your reality with this power. But the basic of it is that you have to love yourself. You understand? That's why I encourage you to start your spiritual growth. Start on your spiritual journey, because then you will understand your power, your energy to create your own reality. You don't have to go with whatever is going on in your life right now. It's because you're creating it. You understand? And you want to change that. And you want to use that power, that natural power that's inside of you to create a wonderful life for yourself. For yourself. Ladies, I always encourage you to be self-sufficient. Even if you want a man, even if you want a partner, you still need to be self-sufficient. You understand? This is how ladies got in trouble, because they started depending on men to take care of them. And then when the men decided They don't want to take care of you anymore. Now we're just lost in the sauce. That's why I would say be independent, know how to take care of yourself. And, I'm not talking against having a partner. You understand? If a man comes along that can meet your standards, by all means, we all want to be mated, but you need to understand your own power first. And that's why I encourage you, ladies, to work on yourself first before you think about a man. Before you even think about it, make sure that you are strong, you are confident, and you are self-sustaining. You are self-sustaining. You don't really need him for your support, but you want him. It's a different thing. It's a different thing from needing and wanting. You understand? When you embrace your feminine power, you have desires, but you don't have the stress of needing something you don't feel like you can get. You understand? You don't have that, because you know that the power is within you to create whatever you desire. Now that doesn't mean that you're going to get the person that you have your eyes on. That doesn't mean that, because you don't have the power over other people. You don't have that. But you have the power to manifest blessings into your life. And if you want a mate, you have the power to manifest him, to bring him into you. But you need to love yourself first. You need to know where your power is. You understand? You need to know how to work with your feminine energy to create the desires in your life. Okay? I hope that you understand that, and I hope that it helps. So let's dive into some of these letters, and then we're going to talk more about it. Okay? All right, here we go. Our first letter is wanting dating advice. Okay? I have been with this guy for almost 6 months now. At the beginning of things, we were great. We would hang out every weekend and frequently communicated with each other. Okay, this is in the honeymoon stage. Understand it. This is honeymoon. Okay. Recently, I felt like he's been making excuses not to hang out with me. For example, one time he canceled a date because he claimed he wasn't feeling well. But the very next day, he went to a concert. Okay. Another time, he canceled a date because he said his allergies were bothering him. But the very next day, he told me he went over his friend's house for a barbecue. I told him that if he is no longer interested in seeing me, just say so. Well, you ask, why do you need it to be verbal when he's showing you? He's already showing you that he's not really into you. So why do you need for him to stand it up in your face and tell you that? You see, I think it's more important to go on what a person shows you than what they tell you. Because they can tell you anything. But it's how they show you. It's how you know whether they care for you or not. You don't need for them to tell you if they're showing it to you. You understand? If every time you go over there and he's slapping you in the face, why do you need for him to tell you that I don't care about you? If he's slapping you in the face every time you go over there, you ought to know he doesn't care about you. Okay? All right. Let's see what else you say. He responded that he is interested in me, but has been very busy lately. It really bothers me because he barely talks to me anymore. but he seems to always have time for his friends because he feels like you're not going anywhere. You're going to be sitting right there because it looks like you're chasing him. You understand? I also feel like he doesn't want people to know we're together. Whenever we do go out on dates, it's never in his city. And I've only met one of his male friends. The one time I did meet his friends, he introduced me by my name instead of as his girlfriend. You know why he did that? Because you are not his girlfriend. You are not his girlfriend. He's probably got a girlfriend in the city that he won't take you to. You're not it. You are possibly just somebody, you didn't say it in the letter, but somebody that he's having sex with. And I say that because most of us, that's what we think dating is having sex. So it looks like here that he's just using you for sex. Also, whenever we would say goodbye, we would always give each other a hug and a kiss. But that day he didn't. I feel like he's no longer interested in me, and I don't want to waste my time with someone who is not committed to me. Should I end things with him? Okay, here we go. On your end, yeah, you need to end things with him because he's just using you. You are not his girlfriend. It's quite possible that he is committed to his girlfriend and you are not it. He's just using you for sex. That's it. So you end things with him. Just don't say anything else. He's already distancing himself from you, and he's only going to come back if he wants sex from you. Right now, he's kind of scarce because he's having sex with somebody else right now. You see? But he doesn't want to let you go because he's going to make his rounds back around to you eventually. He's going to make his rounds back around eventually. But what about you? What about you? Where's your power? You understand? You've given it all away to him. Number one. And now he is just manipulating you. He knows that you're sitting over there wondering why he didn't call and wondering why he didn't come and wondering why he's treating you this way. He knows that, but he doesn't care. He doesn't care because he doesn't value you like that. You probably slept with him and gave all your value away. And that's why he's treating you like this. He's not going to tell you that he's not interested because, he plans to come back around and hit it again and leave again. That's how men keep you on a string, you see. Just keep you on a string. And he'll keep you on that string until if he decides that he wants to marry somebody, and then he would cut you off or whatever, or he's really committed to somebody else, and he'll cut you off completely. But this man is not going to commit to you. I can tell you that. So you can forget it. He was never committed to you. Ever. You never gave him a chance to commit to you. You see, as soon as you hooked up, you probably had sex with him. Your commitment went out the window. And that's why he's treating you this way. Okay? Now, and you say you've been with him almost 6 months. Yeah, that's 6 months of sex, and now he's moved on to someone else. That's what men do, ladies, if you allow it. Quit sleeping with these men. Cut it out. That's your power. You understand? You got to love yourself. And see, that will come from within. Once you start your spiritual journey, you will no longer desire to go around sleeping with everybody. you won't have that desire anymore. You'll have the desire to have a perfect mate. And when you love yourself, you'll be willing to wait on the perfect one to come along for you to give your body to. Now, that's not saying that you can't go out and date these people, but just don't have sex with them. Don't keep forming these sexual bonds with these people. This that you had, young lady, was never a commitment. Never. All it was a hookup. And now he's hooking up with other people. I hope that you understand that. And I hope that you start loving yourself. Loving yourself. That's where love is. It's inside of you. We keep looking on the outside for other people to love us. Love yourself. And then you won't crave other people's love. You'll have so much love for yourself, it will be overflowing. Overflowing. You'll want company, but your happiness won't depend on it. That's the point. Okay? All right. Let's go to another letter, see what we have. All right? Here we go. Now, this one is entitled, I Want to Be Free. Okay? Here we go. I'm married and have been for 15 years now. Oh, we've been together for 17 years. We have 3 children, 2 teenage boys, and a 6-year-old daughter. While I love my husband, I'm not in love with my husband. We've both stepped out in the past, but rekindled or tried to. Okay, let's stop right here. You've been with your husband you've been married for 15 years. And within that 15 years of having 3 children, you both have cheated? You both have cheated and then had to try to come back together? Why? Why you try to rekindle it? It's something here that you are not attracted to your husband. Apparently, you say here that you love your husband, but you're not in love with your husband. You know, I've heard that term before. And I guess what that means is that you care for him. You know, you don't want anything to happen to him or whatever like that. You care for him, but you're not sexually attracted to him. I think that's what it means when they say, I'm not in love with him. Because, see, that's not love anyway. That's sexual attraction. That's not love. You see, love is deeper than that. It's deeper than that. And a lot of times, people their relationships don't last long enough to get to the real love, where the real, honest to goodness, true love is. You understand? Because with true love, you're bonded together. You are totally bonded as one. You function like one. Even if you are both financially secure in your own right, it can happen, and still be bonded like one. This is what I call a power couple. You're both powerful. You come together, and these couples really can make a difference in the world. And I'm not necessarily saying that you both have to make a certain amount of income or whatever. But what I am saying is that you are both power. You both know your power inside. You both love each other. And you love yourselves individually. You see? And this is important. You both got to love yourself. individually to love each other powerfully. You understand? He has the masculine energy and you have the feminine energy. You're both powerful. When you come together, it's a powerful unit. This is what I want you to understand. Okay, now let's see what else you're saying in this letter. Apparently that you are not sexually attracted to your husband anymore. Okay. However, as time goes on, I'm getting older. I just want to live and be happy. My marriage looks great from the outside, but inside there's no communication, and I barely want him to touch me. I even told him numerous times to go get a girlfriend. He says he only wants his wife. I'm 40, if that matters. Well, you still young. You still young. And I don't know what happened in this marriage. I don't know if you really loved each other in the first place, or was this a marriage of convenience, or what? You understand? But 15 years and already you're not sexually attracted to your husband? I don't know what's going on here. Okay, let's see. However, I met someone who is 25 years older, and we started off as friends through business. All right. Now, you're married and have a family. And now here you are meeting other men. Okay, so you said that you both cheated in the past and you tried to rekindle, but now here you are getting ready to cheat again. So apparently you don't care about your marriage anymore. Okay? For you to be looking at another person, apparently you're going to throw this marriage away. Okay, let's see what it says. This other man has been divorced 3 times. Okay? However, we started conversing more frequently and spending a lot of time together. His youngest, 18, just graduated from high school, and he has 2 older children whom are 42 and 44. He introduced me to the children as his special lady. This is already messy, very messy. But I'm reluctant on them accepting the age difference. Okay, well, I don't know. Apparently, you are wanting to be with this man, this new man who is 25 years older than you. So if you're 40, he's 65. It's not too bad, the age. But he's been married 3 times. He's been married 3 times. And remember, you still have teenage boys and a 6-year-old daughter who needs you. And your husband says that he wants you, but you don't want them. You're looking at something else. Okay. All right. Let's see about you. Let's see what else you say. We've been more than friends for 7 months now, and I'm tired of the double life. Okay. All right, here we go. So you've already slept with the new man. And you've been with this new man for 7 months. 7 months. He helps me out with so much, emotionally, spiritually, and even financially. Well, what about your husband? What about your husband? He's not taking care of the home? You didn't say that. You're just focusing on the new man. So I can only assume that the husband is taking care of business. It's just that you don't want him anymore. Okay, here we go. He does everything you say a man should do when he's pursuing a woman. I never have to pay for anything. He took care of my kids' spring break vacation and said that that's what he's supposed to do. How's he supposed to do? He's not your husband. How can the new man say, you see, what the new man is doing is trying to outshine your husband. Okay? Now, he's got a track record of not being able to stick with anybody if he's been married 3 times. So what are you looking to be, the 4th? You been the 4th divorce? But yeah, that's why he's taking care of the kids' spring break vacation and giving you money and all, trying to outshine your husband. However, I don't want to ruin my kids' family, but I don't want to continue with my marriage. It's just a matter of time before he catches me, or before I just say what's going on with me. I don't know where to begin on letting my husband know. My 65-year-old man said once he finds out, he'll probably snap and kill us both. I just don't know what to do. I just want to be free and living my life on my terms. What advice can you provide? Okay. All right. In my opinion, I think you're making a bad decision. That's what I think. You didn't really say what the problem is with your husband. You didn't say there was a problem with your husband, period. It's just that this other man is love bombing you. Okay? That's what it is. He's love bombing you. Giving you money, being there for you emotionally, and you say spiritually or whatever. But what's wrong with your husband? I I can't say that the best idea is for you to leave your husband. You haven't said anything about your husband, which means to me that he's still taking care of the family. But you, with your actions, is going to destroy your marriage. And look at this. You're destroying your marriage on a gamble. This man's been married 3 times, which means that the 4th one is not going to mean anything to him. Nothing. He's love bombing you, and once you get him and you see his true face, you'll be his divorce number 4. I think you're making a mistake. From your letter, just going by what you said here, I think you're making a grave mistake to throw your marriage away on some pipe dream. You don't know this man, but you do know that he's been married 3 times and got kids all over the place, and you're going to throw your home, your marriage, your family away on this. I think it will be a big mistake. I think it'll be a mistake. I think you should go back home and rekindle things with your family, with your husband. And unless your husband is abusive, which you didn't say in the letter, you didn't say he wasn't providing in the letter. You may not be, talking in the house or anything, probably because you cheating. That's probably why there's no communication. If you slipping and dipping with somebody else, what's to say? You are putting out that energy, and he can feel it. He can feel that you're slipping around. He just hopes that you'll get over it. You understand? Listen, when you're with a partner, you're living in the same house or something, they know when you're up to something. You ain't fooling nobody. They know when you're up to something. He probably just feels it's going to be like the others, you playing around, and then eventually you're going to come home, because he knows you got these kids to raise. You understand? You got these kids to raise. And I think you need to go back home to your husband and concentrate on your family. That's my opinion. I think it would be a mistake for you to throw your family away on this pipe dream of a man. No. 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 This new man has nothing good for you. Just because he's giving you little trinkets now doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. He's just love bombing you because I don't know why he's out to destroy your marriage. But it seems like that's what he's out to do. He doesn't respect your marriage. And he doesn't really respect you. Respect, because you already showed him your value by cheating on your husband. By cheating on your husband. And he knows that when he gets you, you will cheat on him too. You a cheater. You understand? And you need to change your life around. You need to change. You need to let this man go. This is my opinion. You have free will. Do what you like. But in my opinion, this new man is a bad deal. You need to go back and embrace your family. Like I said, if your husband is taking care of the family and he is not abusing you, and your only issue is that you're not attracted to him sexually, and y'all not talking, and you're not talking because you're cheating. That's why you're not talking. I know why you're not talking. But he says that he wants his family. He wants to have his family. So why destroy your children's life? And that's what you'll be doing. If you leave your family for this man, you'll be destroying their lives. And you'll get a lot of backlash from that. A lot of it. Your daughter is only 6 years old. 6! And your boys are teenagers. They're at that age now that they need for both parents to be there. I'm telling you, do not leave your family. Cut this other man off. He's no good for you. He's got nothing for you. He's just playing games. You understand? It's no loss for him to go out and cheat with you, a married woman. It's no loss to him. And who's to say that he's going to marry you anyway, or wants to marry you? Who says that he wants to marry anybody? You understand? You see, this is where ladies get caught up. I'm telling you, you can ruin your whole life like this right here. You got a home, you got a family, you got a husband that says that he wants you. There's no reason for you to leave. You need to start loving yourself and know your own value. I can tell that you don't love yourself because you went and cheated with another man. No, that's deceptive. And that's showing that you don't love yourself if you're deceptive. You understand? I'm going to put in the description, start your spiritual journey. Start your spiritual awakening. I think that's the name of the video. We all need that. To start loving ourselves. Love yourself. And then this kind of nonsense, you will not engage in that kind of nonsense. What are you looking for? Sexual gratification? If you don't enjoy having sex with your husband right now, and with your family, your husband right now, get yourself a toy and stay with your family. Do not throw your family in the garbage for this man, for this new man. You'll regret it. If you make that choice, like I said, you got free will. But you will regret it if you do that. Okay? I hope that I made it clear for you to understand exactly what I want you to understand. Do not destroy what you have for where you think the grass is greener. See, people are always doing that. They always looking for greener grass. You understand? You over here, if you comfortable, you got a roof over your head and everything is whatever. But maybe there's one or two things that need adjusting. But you're going to be looking for greener grass over here somewhere that you don't even know if it's greener. You understand? You throw this away to go for something else and you lose everything. They had a saying that a bird in the hand is better than the one in the bush. That's so true. That's so true. And you need to embrace that because, you didn't say one bad thing about your husband. Which makes me feel like he's a keeper. That's what it makes me feel like. He's a keeper. And if he's not satisfying you sexually, well, then maybe you both need to go to a clinic, a sexual clinic, and learn how to satisfy each other. See, those things can be learned. It's a skill. You have to learn how to satisfy your partner. And maybe you two are not just there yet, and this other man knows how to satisfy you sexually, so now you want to throw your marriage away and run off with him. No, don't do it. You'll be making a huge mistake, and you will regret it for the rest of your days. And your children will make sure that you regret this if you do that. Okay? All right. I really hope it helps. I hope you understand. So let's go to this other letter. Okay? Now this one is about a narcissistic boss, aka the bully. Okay, I know where you coming from. I've had narcissistic bosses. So this can be a horrible experience. Okay, let's see what you say. I started my healing journey from narcissistic behavior 3 years ago. I'm an empathic person, and I can feel when a narcissist is sucking my energy. I have been celibate for 2 years and happy with that. Good for you. I have a clearer mind with no distractions. You see, this will happen. If you're celibate, you can think logically and, and not just be led by your emotions. Okay? I started a new job 2 years ago, and now I have a lady boss. That is a narcissist in a higher power role. Wow. This is very tough. I'm healing from my personal experience, and now I have to deal with a similar personality at work. How should I handle this? I have had enough of this boss. Panic attacks all have affected me. I'm trying to just transfer versus quit. Help. Okay. All right. Listen, I've been in this situation. Okay. The last job where I worked for somebody else, my boss was a series of narcissistic women were the bosses. And I'm telling you, it was tough. It was tough taking that abuse all the time from them. See, narcissists only abuse you. They're not kind people. They only abuse you. Power. Power hungry. You understand? And I know that you're in misery. The best thing you can do is to transfer or quit. You see, because you have gone through narcissistic abuse before, the divine knows that. The divine is healing. You're on the healing journey. And remember, I told you, during the healing process, the divine will send you another narcissist just to see if you learned your lesson. Just to see if you're going to take it again. You understand? It's up to you. You got free will. This is your test. Just to see if you're going to take it. You got to show the universe that you realize what this is and you're not going to take it. You are going to trust that the divine is going to send you better. And it will. But you got to leave this. You can't stay in it. The more you stay in it, the worse it will get. And when I was working for these women, the worse it got, the worse it got. But see, I'm a fixed sign. And it's difficult for me to make changes. When I get into something, I like to, to work it the best that I can and keep going. So what happened was, the whole time I was on the job, the divine just kept these people on me to make me quit. To make me quit. I mean, they did everything. But I know it was the divine working through them telling me you don't need to be in this situation. You need to understand what this is. And finally, they let me go. Okay, when they did it, I felt relieved. Oh my gosh. I felt such a relief. But I didn't know how I was going to make a living like everybody else. I was living from paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. I didn't know. But guess what? I trusted that the divine would make a way for me. And it did. It did. I'm telling you, not long. I don't think I was even out of work a week before the door opened for new income to come into my life. I made more money than I made on the crazy job. The divine brought more income into my life than what I was making on that job, going through all that abuse daily. You understand? It's not necessary. The divine doesn't want you to live like that. But you have free will and you got to trust in the divine. You see? You're on your healing journey. Let them people go. Maybe you want to work for yourself. There are a lot of ways out here today, especially, since the pandemic, where people are working from home, working for themselves. You understand? There are other avenues that are open now. You do not have to go to a job and take abuse. And you need to continue your spiritual awakening while you're there, because that's the only protection that you're going to have against these people. But you need to get away from them, because they will continue to abuse you. Because narcissism is an evil energy. It's out to destroy you. It's out to destroy you. So these people on the job, they'll humiliate you, criticize you constantly, and won't pay you what you're worth. You don't need to be there. You don't need to be there. If you cannot transfer out fast enough, then you need to quit and find something else. Ask the divine to bring you something else. You understand? You're in a great position, because I think you said here that you were celibate. There's your power. You already got the power. And you're already on the healing journey. Continue your spiritual awakening and your feminine energy. That power will protect and provide for you. That's right. That's right. You got the power. You don't have to take it. You see, people take it out of fear. And I stayed on my job as long as I did, out of fear. You know, I'm a certain age. How am I going to walk off from this job? Who's going to hire me? How am I going to make a living? I got a mortgage to pay. That was fear. That was fear. But I'm going to tell you, whatever made those people let me go, I'm grateful. I'm thankful. Because my life opened up. Opened up. I went straight to the divine, and those doors opened up just like that. And it will do the same for you. But you got to have faith. You got to have faith. And don't be fearful of the unknown. That keeps a lot of people trapped. Trapped. Working for other people, slaving for other people, being abused by other people. Now, fear. Fear. Let it go. Let it go. And trust. Trust that the divine will provide for you. And it will. Just like the divine provides for animals. You know what I'm saying? They got their food, they got their shelter, their what. The divine will provide for you the same way. If you believe. If you believe. And guess where the power is? Inside of you. That's the good thing. It's inside of you. It's not outside of you. You ain't got to run to church. You ain't got to run to the synagogue. You ain't got to run nowhere. You go within yourself and embrace your own feminine energy. Your own feminine energy. And believe in the divine, and you will have a beautiful and wonderful life. I hope you understand this, ladies. I hope that it helps. There's no reason for you to live your life in misery, fear, or stresses, anxiety, any of that, depression. No, there's no reason for that. And it stems from you being fearful to step out of your comfort zone. That's where it comes from. You're fearful. Don't be. Embrace your power. Love yourself. That's where the power is, in love. And where is love? Inside of you. That's where it is, inside of you. Ladies, I hope that this message helps someone today. I thank you for viewing this video, and I thank you all for your comments, and I thank you for your letters. So now it's time for me to show you the link where to send your letters. Okay, here it is. Send your letters to Miss Faye's World at hotmail.com. That's Miss Faye's World at hotmail.com. And keep your letters to one page. Just summarize your situation and ask the question. And if you prefer me to answer your letter through the email, just put it at the top of your letter. And this way it won't be overlooked. Okay? And I want to thank those who sent a donation. I appreciate it so very much. I wish you all well. I wish you all happiness. And I hope to see you next time.